Neil, another massive game coming up on Saturday. Forest Green Rovers. What are you expecting from them coming off the back of their 1-0 win away against Solihull?
Yeah, I mean, I think Forest Green Rovers obviously excellent team. When you think about Forest Green Rovers as a club in most recent times, you think about it as a Football League club, really. A lot of investment gone in off the pitch in the last sort of, maybe decade or so, really, in terms of building them up to be the club that they have become. So we know that they're looking to try and push to get themselves promoted this year. Obviously got a highly experienced manager from the Football League, and they've got some good ex-Football League players who will have ambitions to go back into the Football League this season. So we know the task is going to be very strong. We've watched a lot of their games over the last week or so to make sure that we're fully aware of some of the challenges that they may pose. But however, having said that, we feel that we're in a good run of form. We feel full of confidence on the back of Tuesday night, and it's important that whilst we're able to try and nullify what they do, it's important that we try and carry our threats to them. We're at home. The crowd will be behind us. The Stones fans will be making it a special occasion on Saturday because they know the importance of the last 6 games for us.
What do you feel you can take from our win on Tuesday going into this one?
Yeah, look, I think we can take momentum moving forward on the back of that, confidence from the way that we played. It's nice to keep a clean sheet again, so that's 3 clean sheets now in maybe the last 5 or 6 games. So it's something that we're kind of trying to really key to try and build on. I think, we've been very much a team that when we win a game of football, we try to go on a little bit of a run. So, we won 3 on the bounce, then we won 2 on the bounce. So hopefully we want to try and continue this game and from Tuesday night and try and carry that into tomorrow's game. And ultimately, if we're at the best that we can be, we know that we can get something out of the game, which is what we're trying to do.
There's been pretty well documented injury and flu struggles within the squad. How do you feel the general recovery is coming along?
Yeah, I mean, look, to be honest with you, today was probably the first time in a couple of weeks that we've been able to get high volume of numbers out onto the pitch. Now, look, by no means of any stretch of the imagination is everyone back to their 100% best, but they're all in a better position than they were on Tuesday night, and they're all in a far better position than they were this time last week. So that gives us an opportunity. I mean, we've got to remember that this time last week we cancelled training and closed the training ground down. So we have come a long way in a week's time, and also the players are in good spirits on the back of Tuesday night's victory. So on top of that, I'm feeling really confident about going into tomorrow's game. But we're very, very aware of the problems that Forest Green causes if we're not at the best version of ourselves.
Just a handful of games left in the season. What's the mentality going into these last few?
Yeah, look, the mentality is, and it's an old saying that everyone sort of always, adopts, but we've got to only focus on the next game in front of us, because with only 6 games left to go, there's no way that we can start to think about what game's coming around the corner, or thinking about trying to get points in certain games. Every game that we go into now is an opportunity for us to try and pick points up, to try and get where we need to be by the end of the season as soon as we possibly can. So tomorrow against Forest Green is the first challenge in that, and we've got to approach that in a manner that we can get some points out of it.